You are tuning into the Level Up Your Business show with Saskia and Tamzin of Upward Mastermind.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. And this week we have an exciting topic, but a topic that we often overlook, although everyone needs it. Right, Tamzin?
I feel like at the moment in business and all across social media and everywhere I turn, there's people saying how wonderful everything is and how everything's great and this and that and this. And actually, I think we need to acknowledge the fact that the world isn't great at the moment. And actually, I'm hearing, I know Saskia, you are as well, a lot of people are struggling with overwhelm and how to move forward, and the fact there's so much to do and things aren't great in certain aspects of the world. And so we wanted to acknowledge that and see firstly how you are, and we hope that you're okay. Also talk about how you can create a safe space for your business where you can just be, and you can be happy, you can be sad, you can be frustrated, you can be angry, you can be excited, but just a really safe space.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to have a safe space, especially now in the world. It's the world is on fire, yet everyone is memeing about it. Or if you open Instagram, Instagram's Instagram. It's always it reminds me of that of a stupid joke where it's like you have that saying, the grass is always greener on the other side. Well, it's typically because it's covered in BS. But that's the Instagram. Life is, everyone is struggling with this, but everyone's acting like my life's perfect, everything is perfect, everything's fine. And Thames and I, we have this thing where if we tell each other, well, it's fine, it's like, it's fine.
Not fine.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
How fine? Tell me how fine.
No, but it's fine, whether it's fine or it's not fine. We know instantly.
Yeah, it's amazing, amazing, good, could be better, terrible, horrible, fine. That's what fine is. But anyway, so it's important that we can acknowledge that life isn't always easy, and that having your own business, your own online business, especially if you do everything online and you're doing everything alone at home from your computer or from a coffee bar or whatever, it's not always easy. But it's there's not always a space to actually vent about that.
And what we want to do is we're going to take you away just for a moment. As we all know, I'm a positive psychologist here. So I always like to look at the positive, but I want to take you away from this picture perfect social media, picture perfect Instagram, where we see somebody doing something, we think, oh my gosh, they are way better than I am because they're doing this, their life's this, everything's perfect. Well, I'm here to tell you that everything is not perfect for them. I don't care what you see in those short seconds in that reel, everything is not perfect for everybody at the moment. And actually, life isn't perfect. That is just the roller coaster of a life that we're on, and we're going to have highs and we're going to have lows and we're going to have all the stuff in the middle. And so I'd like to just acknowledge that with you for the moment, and also just say, you're doing a fabulous job. You are doing an absolutely amazing job. And, I want to celebrate you. And I know Saskia does as well, because I can see it on her face. So I think you're doing fabulously. So whatever you're doing, whoever you are amazing. But,
wait. Before we go to to the meat of this episode, yes, I think everyone is doing amazing, and we typically under-acknowledge our wins and our achievements. So in the comments of this video, share even if it's just a teeny tiny one, share your achievement of this week. And if that is you got out of bed and opened your mail, those days happen. If it's you made 5 reels instead of 4, if it's you gained a follower somewhere, that's that. Even those small wins are tiny achievements, and those tiny achievements stack up as well. So let us know what your tiny achievement is this week, or your big
absolutely.
one. As well.
And I'm just going to give you a bit of science behind that. Why, actually, by celebrating our wins and what we've achieved, why it helps us. When we celebrate, endorphins are released into our body, and those endorphins make us feel brilliant and really great about ourselves. So that's one thing. So when you celebrate, you feel really good about yourselves. Secondly, our brain can't cope with a negative and a positive at the same time. So if we celebrate, we're telling our brain everything's positive, everything's great. And our brain's like, yes, we're going to be positive. We're not going to look at the negatives. So by celebrating, you're sticking with the positives, and you're looking at all those things that you have achieved, not what you haven't achieved. And also what it does is it increases your confidence. And by increasing your confidence, you believe in yourself that little bit more. You believe in your capability, and you're like, do you know what, actually, yeah, I can do this. I've got this. Okay, I've done 4. I'm going to celebrate my 4 reels this week, and I have got this, and I'm confident, and I know what I'm doing, and I'm bloody amazing. So that's the reason why celebrating each week, each day, celebrating what you have achieved is so worthwhile. And there's research behind all of that as well. So if you're interested and you want to read the research, drop us a message and I'll send you the details.
Absolutely. So today we're going to talk about how to have a safe space. So also when it's when it's not going that great, when you want to share your challenges, when you just want to talk about it or vent about it. And Tamzin, let's start with you. What do you do to create a safe space for your business?
My safe space looks like somewhere that I can go, and I'm not worried if it's online or if it's like face to face. So say with Saskia, or if it's in person. That doesn't really bother me. But I want to actually, you know what? I think I prefer online, and I tell you why. Because here in my office, I'm really comfortable. I've got my comfy chair, I've got my cushion, I've got my blanket if I get cold, I've got my dog with me. Like, I'm in a safe space in my office. But when I bring connections in and people into that, so for example, Saskia, it just makes me feel safe and also supported. So for me, it's in an environment, so a really safe environment where I feel happy and comfortable. But it's also about the people that are there, and the fact that I can share in a non-judgmental way where people aren't going to be horrible or mean. People are just going to just love me and care for me and support me, and either celebrate for me or be angry with me or be disappointed with me or whatever I'm feeling. I can just, it's in a private place. It isn't something where I'm, let's look at Facebook, for example. I wouldn't post it all over my Facebook page. That isn't a safe place to me. But actually this kind of this pocket, this, I call it this corner of my life, or the corner of the world, where I just feel like I can be me in a safe and secure way, with surrounded by people that want me to succeed, and where I can wear my comfy slippers and I can sit on my with my with my puppy and my cushion.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So for me, a safe space is less about where you are, although I do enjoy, my home, my office, my own office at home, my dogs and, the family and all that stuff. But a safe space is not per se about being somewhere, but it's about how I feel. So I can be in a safe space, uh, when I'm out and about or when I'm at home. And of course, at home is a little bit more easy. But it's specifically about, am I in an environment where I can be myself and vent and share what I'm struggling with and share all my flaws without being judged for them. So it's about being loved or appreciated. I mean, if it's with your partner, it's about being loved. But if it's, with business besties, and love maybe isn't the best word, but appreciated, or that actually reminds me of a book that I got from Tamzin when I just became a mom, and I was browsing through it the other day. It's this book. It's
I love that
really
book.
lovely. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. And Tamzin gave this to me because it doesn't matter where you open it. it's always, you don't have to read a whole chapter. It's just, short things. And my eye fell on yesterday. I just did the hop. Okay, show me what I need to see today. And it really struck home. And it really, and I must admit, today's episode, the topic was selected by Tamzin. So it's funny that it's
Ooh.
coming back here.
Mm.
So a safe space for me is literally what's saying here. It's being said on the page here, which is, so you know all about me, asked the boy. Yes, said the horse. And you still love me. We love you all the more. And I think that's so melted my heart. So that's why the bookmark was in that page as well since then. And that's a safe space for me, where you can just be yourself and people
Mm.
love you all the more because of it.
I love that. Wow. Okay, so I love that. And if anyone has anything to share, so what does your safe space look like? We shared ours. What does your safe space look like? And so, Saskia, how can you create that space that's full of all of those things that you mentioned?
So for me, especially for my business, so we're talking about business today, I think it's a few things. First of all, is having your partner on board with doing
Mm.
the whole entrepreneur thing, because let's be honest, it's not always easy being an entrepreneur, but it's also not always easy to be the partner of an entrepreneur. um, so having him on board and being able to talk to him about things that are challenging me really helps. And for me, what's really important as well is to have a business bestie, and that's to my Tamzin,
Mm.
which is, my partner. He's amazing, but he's not an entrepreneur, so he doesn't get all the things. And when you're talking to other business owners, other women who are, doing the whole online thing and chasing their dreams there, they get it in a different level. Maybe they know me as a person less, but they know me as an entrepreneur more. And I am so lucky that I've met Tamsin, because I can, anytime there is something, it's just one text and we're calling each other with, okay, just vent. What's going on? What do you need? How can we help each other? And that for me is really important to have a bit of a mix in that. And of course, the third thing that really helps me as well is being part of a network of or community of people. Now, typically, I am best one on one. I am not best, in a group of 20 people. Then it's like, just I'll listen in. But I do connect with people then. And typically offline, it's like, or, outside of the bigger groups, like, hey, you told me that. Tell me more about that. And then you get that one on one again. And that, then you have a mix of close relationships and some looser relationships. And that really helps to figure things out and have that safe place in different places online. How do you do that, Tamsin?
So I think everything actually that you said, Saskia, is true to me as well. And yeah, finding people that I trust and that I know believe in me, regardless of, they don't try and sell stuff for me, is what I'm trying to get to. Kind of, just having that, being able to have that conversation with people and being able to say, do you know what? I'm struggling with this. And having people say, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Without going, oh, jump on a call with me. I can, do this and I can do that and I can do that.
Yeah,
That to me is
absolutely. A safe space shouldn't be charged for, as in
no,
jump on a call with me and then I can help you.
yeah, yeah. Um, and so I feel like I think for me, it's understanding what that safe space really looks like, which is obviously what we've discussed already, and then figuring out where it's going to be and what it's going to look like. And for me, it's having a group of people. Obviously, I have Saskia, so having one person is absolutely amazing. And yes, partners, husbands, they have to be on board. It's so much easier if they are. So they're kind of the givens. But having a space where it's either a community or a Facebook group, a closed Facebook group, none of these open, free Facebook groups, this has to be something that has almost a filter that doesn't let everybody in, that you have to be of a certain person, a certain standard to let people in. So So it has to be somewhere where I trust the people that are there, and that I know if I ask a question, they're going to give me the response that will move me forward, that won't move them forward.
Yeah, I agree with that absolutely. Especially the internet nowadays, you can't just be vulnerable. I mean,
No.
there are so many trolls and haters out there. You do need a filter that people just, that you're in a group of people that all have your back. They're all that align with who you are,
Mm.
and that it's not just the big world wide web and whoever can see it.
Yes, absolutely. And, it might be that you want to join a high level mastermind. It might be that you're already part of a mastermind. It might be that you want to join something that's cheaper. It might be that you don't have any disposable income at the moment and you want to create something. Or it might be you want to just get a group of people together and do something. Yeah, I feel like we all need that space where we can just share and support, and whether it's literally I'm having a really bad day, I'm fine, but you have people that know you're not fine. I think that's how you create it. You either find it, you join a membership or a mastermind. I'll say for what I'm talking about, kind of that space, safe space. This isn't a group coaching program. This is a safe membership or maybe a mastermind. I don't think, and correct me if you think I'm wrong, Saskia, but I don't think in a group coaching program, which is trying to take you from A to B in a very structured way, I'm not sure that's the safe space that I would necessarily want.
Well, it depends. So typically, group coaching programs are indeed, as you say, they're getting you from A to B, and if that's with business topics like growing your Instagram, getting more visible, getting more sales, building a new website, or whatever it is that you want to do, then it's not really the place because that's not the focus of that group coaching program. Now, if it's a personal development group coaching program,
Mm,
then it could be a thing, but then it's really honed on you, and then it still has that temporal character. So it's still only for a limited time.
mm,
And the great thing about a mastermind or a membership is that you decide how long you want to be in there. And it's less about they too can help you with going into growing your business, your visibility, and all those things. But the good a good mastermind, a good membership that has a good fit with you, who you are as a entrepreneur, what kind of business that you have, will cater better to that, I believe.
yeah, I think I think we're on the same page with that one. It's all these programs are actually all these programs and all these things and all these offers have the right time and place. And actually, if you are struggling with trying to figure out what's best for you, we have our freebie, which we'll put the link in the show notes, which is um, how to find your tribe. And it will really help you to figure out what you need right now. What I need right now is that safe little corner of the world where I can, I can connect with people and we can lift each other up and we can move forward and navigate through the next however many months, whether it's the next 6 months of world stays like this or the next 6 years. Let's navigate through it together in this really safe corner where we have our pink fluffy slippers and our cushions and our blankets, but we're also making stuff happen and really succeeding in our businesses. I think that's what.
Absolutely. And with that in mind, I know we talked about it in the previous episode as well, but we do want to highlight it here as well. With that in mind, that's also why we are starting a pub business club,
Mm,
to have a safe space for female entrepreneurs, um, to have a group of people that have that shared passion, but also to just be able to be yourself. As we said at the beginning of this video, the world is on fire, and we are trying to create a corner in there that makes sense, that's light and fluffy and full with sparkles, so that even when the world is on fire, business can still have flow and fun.
Absolutely. So on that note, if you are interested, if you want to find out more, if you want to join us, or if you just want to have a little nosy and to see exactly what we're talking about, check out. Oh, my finger's going that way. It's that way. Check it out. Hello. And we would love to see you in there. We've put a lot of thought and time into this, and actually we've priced it so it's available to everybody. It's available to everybody.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So everyone is welcome in our little safe space, in our little happy corner of the world.
But no selling.
But no selling. No, true.
So you're
No,
welcome, but
we are not a sales channel. No, no, we had it once where someone wanted to join, and we asked her, like, why do you want to join? You know, what is it that you want to bring in, and what do you want to get? And she was like, I want to connect with people so I can sell my stuff to them. And we were like, nope. Thank you, but nope. Because that's not the goal. But
we might have posts. I'm sure we will have posts and threads so we can share what we're doing with each other. But it isn't going to
but
be.
that's what we call pitch your product. So you can
Yeah.
say, hey, I'm launching this. What do you guys think? Do you want to get
Mm.
feedback? And, you know, if people connect with you, they'll look you up anyway. They'll check out your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your offers. And if they're like, wow, that sounds amazing and exactly what I need, they'll come to you anyway. But we are not the kind of community where we have a weekly thread, like, hey, or, you know, where you can pose a question and you get the reply. You know what you should do? Book a call with me. Here's my here's
They're
my
called
invoice.
something, aren't they? They're called something, those threads. I can't think what they are now, but there's a specific name for them. But no, this is a really safe space where we're just going to
Yeah.
have fun, flow, sparkles, and authentic honesty where you're not going to be pitched to, you're not going to be sold to. So come and join us, come and check us out. We would love to see you on the other side. We've packed it with so much goodness, and if you have any questions, let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
And we
Okay.
can't wait to hear what your safe space looks like as well.
Absolutely. Have a nice week, everyone. I will see you again next week.
Bye.
Bye.